Here with cross-country coach Berndt. Coach, it's been 2 weeks since you competed at Carlton. Talk a little bit about that race, because you got some very good times, and it seemed like maybe your team is starting to get an identity as you head into the last two meets of the year.
Yeah. Well, Carlton, to me, was good for, like I say, for so many reasons, because we're starting to establish a little bit of identity. For us, it's also a pre-regional course, too, so it was good for us to get out there, really see what the course looked like. We thought we knew the course a little better than we did. It's a good thing we got out there because we were able to figure some other stuff out when we were there. But it was really good to see the team kind of work through the process in the race, too, which some decision-making in the race and making the right decisions is definitely a good sign for things to come. You know,
it's interesting with your two teams, if you look at them as a combination of one, on the men's side you have the veterans leading the way with Jovan and Austin doing a great job of being the, you're basically your race leaders. And then on the women's side, it's three freshmen who are kind of leading the way. Talk a little bit about that kind of dynamic there.
Well, it makes it a little bit easier for me. It's because I almost have to coach only one team that day. The men's side generally hasn't figured out for the most part. We talk about some things, race strategy coming in, but generally race day there's not a lot of stuff we have to work on, talk about, work through. On the women's side, there's much more hands-on coaching, sitting at the line, kind of walking through things, even at the starting line, just kind of settling things down. But it's good. The women have done a great job processing the stuff, figuring it out, and implementing it as we go. So it's been good.
Can you talk a little bit more about that pre-race kind of strategy session? As you're standing there with your team, what do you talk about? What kind of things are you kind of relaying to them? Because, most people think in cross country, hey, gun goes off, you just run. But there's so much more to it than just that.
Yeah. Typically the process starts actually Tuesday or Wednesday earlier in the week. We bring up the maps of the course, we start talking about the course, what things we might expect, and kind of the teams and how the races generally play out on that part. When it comes to race day, it's a little bit different, because at that point, we got a chance to preview the course, maybe the weather's a little bit different. For Carlton, for example, we realized we need to change our spikes out. We didn't think we'd have to do it. We need to change different size spikes. We found that out in our warm-up. So I think the other part, though, is when we looked on the course, especially for the women's side, too, we realized, okay, there's inclines here, there's elevations here. Here's how we have to adapt to do this now. We thought one way we were going to do it before, but now we have to change strategy and kind of effort on certain areas, too. So that's more what that pre-race starting line type stuff is.
And let's talk about this weekend. You've got the UW Lacrosse, Jim Drew's, Tori Neubauer invitationals. Really, from a team standpoint, huge meets. Get to see a lot of your MIAC competition, which you do quite a bit. But with conference just 2 weeks away, is this a good thing to be able to maybe gauge where you're at against some of the MIAC opponents?
This is a really good litmus test for us, because the Wisconsin meet actually tends to go a lot faster, and you just have to, it gets so fast you hold on. You have to figure out how to hold on. It's really good to see which athletes are ready for that part of it too. But it also really gives us a sense of, okay, what can we expect coming into the conference meet now? We know we're actually getting healthy again. We kind of got through the whole cold part now, so we're going to see, we know we're not going to be at our best, but we're going to be able to represent ourselves probably pretty well here. We know the other teams are going to be the same way, so it's going to be really good for us just to score the meet out afterwards, see where it's at, and what we have to do in the next couple of weeks.
Jim Drew's Tori Neubauer Invitational this weekend in Ettrick, Wisconsin. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.